Hello and welcome to episode number 3 of this Let's Play Workers and Resources Soviet Republic here at HanniballNOR's channel. So last episode we planned out some heating. What else did we do? We must have done more than that. Well, we got around to do all the trash. We are going to today make sure that we have water and sewage in our town. So I think we'll have the water thing coming up here. Yes, that's what we want. So we would like to have a water tower. Now we do know from last time that the amount of water that this produces is the same amount as a water treatment plant. We don't have to do any calculations on that. Why can't I find it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, so 240 cubic meters of water we produce every day, and we can clean 240 cubic meters per day. So it's a fairly easy math equation, and I do think we're just gonna have them. Probably gonna have to set up something here, I would imagine. If we're gonna be building our main residential area down here, we're probably going to be filling up some of these houses first and tell them manually to go down here and process the water. So let's aim for like 91, 92. I did see 92 here. There we go. That just means less. Can you walk out here? No, you can't. What if we did something like this? Get some snapping points in here. We're gonna need to have a snapping point up here as well. And of course we're gonna need snapping points for the footpaths. Like so, and then can we connect you and you? What if we did something like that? Just have like little through path here. We're now gonna reach any of them? Yeah. Yeah, this kind of has me worried a little bit. Yeah, I think that kind of has me worried way too much. So ideally we would have liked to have had the water up here. But it's going to be polluted because of that thing here. The heating plant. So what if we instead have it down here and then have the treatment plant up here as well? Then we should be allowed to... See? Same here. Alright, so you should be able to walk all the way down here. Remember, we're also going to have to upgrade some of the roads before we start the game. So let's just say that is a thing. Okay, so you're going to need to have a pump. Let's say a big pump. So we kind of only need 2. Right, so let's pop you down here. Then we'll go underground, make sure these are nice and city friendly. We could do something like that. Right, I'm gonna be... That should be good enough. It's not good enough for me, but all right. And then we'll have the, let's see, the water treatment center, which is the small one here. You have, this is kind of perfect. In here. And then we need 2 pipes. I get 2 diagonal pipes in here. So make it look nice and organized and all that good stuff. Then you come in here and then you there. So that is all the water we need for now, at least. I still believe this is perhaps not the best piping job we've ever done. Maybe if we move the pumping station a little bit. So. No, I hate to do that. Doesn't look good. If we did something like that, you coming in here. I'm trying to figure out why it is weird like this. So we need to move you up a little bit. Yep, slow and steady wins the race, right? I know people are annoyed with this, but, you know, it is part of the game. Is part of the game. So you go in here. You go in. Obviously not. We're going to the middle one then. Is that gonna be doing us any favors? Right, and then you go into that one. You go into that one. It's kind of neat and organized. It's kind of maybe, hopefully. And then we're going to send the water out. And it's probably going to go down. And we'll have one going... footpath. So let's just do something easy like that. You. Like that. And then you. Like that. And then we're probably going to need a sewage outlet here. We're probably going to need 2 of them, right? So let's start with the water substation. You... I kind of feel like that is as good as it gets. So you're going to deliver water to all of this, even the prison. That's nice. Then we'll have one substation maybe here, next to the kindergarten. That should cover all of this, I would hope. Now, they have added in... I don't know if I kind of stopped the previous series before we talked about it, but they have added in water and sewage horse wagons. So, so that should be doable now. Question is, do we want this to go in here? And this to come down here? Oh. To remove that entire line here. Okay. Ooh, are we going to be able to deliver water all over the place here now? Yes. Okay. Now we need to have sewage and electricity. So we kind of discussed bringing sewage up here. Outlook. Yeah, probably down here. We need to have a sewage outlet. Can we get like a green? No. nowhere. I would have loved not to have it too far up here. I think this has something to do with terrain height. Basically, we're higher over... Alright, give me a second. I'll figure this one out. Alright. So, bad news, I guess. We cannot find a suitable location for this. So basically, when it's yellow, it will use money to flatten the terrain. And, yeah, that's not going to be something we want to waste our money on. We have better things to waste their money on. So... we have to go all the way out here as it kind of flattens out a little bit. And there was like a little green spot somewhere around here. Kind of just want to get as close as possible. Or is that as good as it gets? Well... that is what we're gonna do then. So, and we're gonna get a road up here. Yeah, without any problems. We're gonna get the road here. Let's turn off the terrain overlay, and then you can just go straight down here. And then I think we'll... do something like that, which probably means we are going to need to have a we're probably going to need to have a gas station somewhere along this route here, because this is a long journey for us to build. Yeah, but good news though, when we start building or expanding out here, it should be a shorter way to here, right? I mean, we are kind of... what? Yeah, 500 extra meters. Yeah, it's just the way it is. I just don't want to use or waste money on flattening the terrain. Alright, so sewage. I would like to have... say we use this line here as our sewage lane. So we kind of would like to have a split here. And let's see here. Mirror you. Get you kind of like that. Should do it right, like so, and then we'll have the biggest we can get in here, right? And I don't think we need more than, ideally we would like to use this one and that one, because then we could have, you know, more residential areas out here without too much of a hassle. Another thing, we do need to have garbage connecting in here, so this seems to be like the perfect spot to cover both of these. Oof. Alright, sewage is always not very fun to deal with. So let's get... you don't need sewage, okay. Can we just squeeze you in here? Because that would have been jolly perfect. That is a yes. Okay. So that covers all of it. Okay, that was kind of surprising. Is that gonna be weird looking? It could be that we move that one one further back here so that we can get you in a... We'll make it a little bit better. Like so. Then, how fun is this gonna be? Where is it? Could just do it like that. But you know me, right? How far down do we need to go? And we're following that line. Get it up like that. And then in here, nope. Didn't work. So yeah, this doesn't look very diagonal, does it? And what is the... I kind of feel like this should be able to go in here, right? So why is it not? That is the question. Why is it not? Probably gonna need to put those on again. It's because it's going up here and then down. So that is terrible. And of course this is kind of in a... Yeah, this is... Yeah, we know where to place our cities. Speaking of where to place our cities, have we placed our city on the biggest oil patch in the game? Usually that is the case. No. Okay, good. How about coal? Okay, no coal. So if we look here, have you up here, and then that is 2 meters, and you are minus 2 meters. I don't like that. So we need to go... Nope. We need to go down. Two meters. Means this needs to go down. Maybe we'll move this. Yeah, I think we'll move this and place it here. At least this is going to be a little bit higher. So let's get rid of that pipe here. And then the switch is have to remember, does the switch need power? I don't think it does. So basically what we have done, we have placed the sewage like in the lowest possible location. 6 meters. 5 meters. Could be that we need to place it somewhere around here. It goes up here. 6.20. 6.50. 6.60. We'll just do something like that. Man, this is complicated. I was hoping we could get away with not having too many switches. So let's see. This is the bottom, and then it goes up from here. So basically, if we have sewage here and somewhere out here, we still gonna need to have a switch or a pump, whatever it's called. Sewage pump. Well, if we put it, so we also need to have access to this area. So ideally, what we could have done, could have tried to just get everything into one glorious pumping system, like so, and just have like one what's that, cable, one pipe like so. And then we'll see if we can just do this to kind of help me navigate a little bit. We also need to have this open here. So this is 5.6. Yeah. So that's 15. Minus 6. if I go here now, of course, that is going to be in the way. And we mess this up. So that was not the ideal placing for it. And yes, this is part of the game. All the struggles, right? So we kind of need to have two of them then. I don't think we can get around that fact. So we'll place one. Place one here. And we'll place one next to the school. And then we'll have this lane here. So you're gonna come in here. Nope. Like so. And do we want to turn this around maybe? Which means we could have it here instead. Still gonna be placed next to the school. Alright, so hard to see these little buildings. You should cover all of that, and the other one should cover all of that. Did we cover the prison with that one? Probably. Yep. Okay. Cross your fingers. And we get from here to here. And from here to here without any problems. Yes. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted... Maybe we could just do something like this. Okay, hear me out. Now, you're not going to be quite willing to go in there. You just give me a second here and I'll make it work somehow. Like so. And then you should go into here, and then you go from here up to here, and then we'll trim you away. Up to here. That looks kind of decent, right? Then you gonna go from here. You're just gonna, by a miracle, just go straight in here. Yes. All right. Now we are gonna be making sure that this actually works. And the way we're gonna do that is by combining all pipes. Make sure that everything is connected. These are not connected. So what we'll do here is turn both of them off. And then make sure that they are one pipe. So now they're one pipe. All the way down here. You are one pipe all the way down here. Let's just make sure we don't build any of this. Yeah, so we have a fairly OCD safe pipe here, I would say. And then again, just double check, make sure everything is within range. This could theoretically have been, if we were a little bit smart, just a little bit, not too much. If we move this one up here instead, that means we can cover this area as well. It's going to be more expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. So yeah, I'll just plop you in here. Maybe a little bit further up. Like so. Right, risk it for a biscuit. Perfect. And then we just need to make sure that they are combined. Turn both of them off. And then use a node merger here. So now everything is pipe. Good. 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 I'm kind of happy with that. Now what? We need electricity. Yes. Do we want to have... I mean, everything is very compact. I kind of like that. Let's turn off the topographical view. And we'll just remove these. So we have a continuation here. And we have a... continuation here. We want it's not gonna work. I think our tiny little area here is kind of nice. Now the good thing is this doesn't need power anymore. Back in the days it did need a little bit of power. But we also would like to add in a... It could be a nice place. Little fueling station. So you... in here. Do we need more fueling station? I do think we'll have one out here. I mean, it doesn't hurt if we have multiple of these. I mean, they're free anyway, so... Are you going anywhere? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, and here. We also need a snapping point. Now, luckily for us, electricity is very, very easy, and they have made it more easier as we can have multiple power outlets now, which is something that I'm just absolutely giddy about. But how do we want to do this? It's a good question. Underground wire, that's 5 megawatt. Overground wire is 8 megawatts. I do think we're gonna get an 8 megawatt wire here. And then you can just... You can just be here, right? Where is the... I actually do wonder if we would like to have it up here. Means we're gonna have to pull a wire a little bit longer, but the reason is the fire station is close by. Station is here, right? So you go out here. We could theoretically do this. I don't think we're gonna need more than 6 outlets on this. So this is just to get our party started. I don't know if we would even like to split it up. Maybe we do. So you are 8 megawatts going in here. And then then we have 8 megawatts going in here, and then we have... Maybe we would like to have it coming in here instead. Then we could pull it out here and kind of move up here with a wire if we ever want to split it up. I think that's a good idea. Gonna have to kind of do this a little bit by eye measure here. Excuse me, are you not willing to do this? Like so. So basically what I'm thinking is if we need to split this up, we can do that and bring that kind of all the way out here, right? If we ever need that to be the case. Alright, so we're probably gonna need some substations here. Let's see here. Which way are you going? You're going... probably gonna have belt coming in here, I would imagine. I say belts, but you know. You're not gonna be playing nice with us today? Is that the highest voltage? Okay. Probably gonna have four substations around here. I think that should be more than enough. So we'll use that one, and those ones. And then these could go out here somewhere. Alright, let's think. We definitely need to have one up here. So, we're going to be able to... Nope. Thinking over, guys. Good to get you in here. So, that should provide power to quite a lot of that area. And we probably would like to have an additional one here because of this, I think, require quite a lot of power. 60 kilowatts. Wait, what? Only 60 kilowatts? .3 megawatts per hour. Wait, what? Yeah, this requires less power than one of those. Okay, so we might not need as many substations as I thought we would, but I mean... better safe than sorry. I would like to have one all the way down here. Okay, and then we'll just connect the dots. So in there. Here. This is very, very fiddly. You're just gonna have to trust me on this. So we do something like that. For some reason you didn't want to play nice with us. Okay, that's going to be our electrical belt. So we're going to have... This one here is going to go in here. So we don't need you to be going that way. You need to go that way. And where is the issue? Where is the issue? The issue is here. So that could be either the heating pipe or the footpath. It probably is the footpath. But of course it wasn't. Okay, now are we going to get the heating pipe back? Because now it is the freaking footpath. So we're going to have to do that. And then we're going to get the heating pipe back. Didn't work. That did work. Look at us doing things. All right. Oh, where did we have substation? Here. And we might need to have another one coming up here. And here. Yeah, because they don't have access, okay? So we're going to need to have... 2, 3, 4. So we're going to need to have a fifth one down here. I don't mind adding in some extra substations here and there. As you know, some of them might catch on fire and, you know, overlap and, you know, all that stuff. And I also feel like we've done something wrong here. What's this? 16. Just going to be a little bit weird. All right, back to the substation. So that means we're going to need another one coming in here. You're gonna be easy, right? No. Why would you be easy? Because of this heating pipe here? Okay. Then you are gonna come in. Hi, it's not due to the heating pipe, it's the bloody road. And we're gonna be getting the road back in here. You're so funny, game. We're gonna need to move. It's just wires we need to move. And a substation. Because the wire here is in the way. Well, what if we move the substation just up a little bit? Like so, that is not good enough. So, we're going to have an issue with the sewage cable here now. Maybe. At least now we should be able to have a road connection here. And the next one is way out here. I get you to merge in here. So you're gonna go up here. Then you're gonna go up here. And then you're gonna go just straight up here. I'm not looking forward to trying to get the heating pipe back in. Alright, and then where we were taking the next wire to... Oh gosh, we're kind of over time, aren't we? We are taking it over here. Just put you as a guiding... We're not going to be able to... It is because of the foot gloves. This is so not OCD friendly, you have no idea. This is gonna make my brain hurt. Okay, you go. Why do you... Is it because of that? Yeah, you see, the wires can drive a man mad. You are connected. Then we need this to be connected up to here. And then this is just going to go straight up here. So we are kind of almost there. It's just for funsies. Try and see. I don't even want to build anything here because of that. Alright, what if we remove a little bit of this footpath here? Is that going to be everything that needs to be? Just want you to... Let's try and pull you back a little bit. Try and remove that footpath. It kind of stops right about here. Which is very, very annoying. What if we... that instead. Little uncontroversial, not state approved. You're also going to have an issue with the heating pipe, so we'll. Yep. No. We'd like to have the. No. Come on. No. There we go. Okay, and then we're probably going to need to cross over that one as well. So we'll do that. Okay, I'm happy. Then you just go straight down here. Is that OCD approved? I think so. Okay, so let's just have a quick little look. So we probably have broken something along the way here. Some roads or something very important. But I do think we are fine here now. Alright, we did it. Kind of, maybe, hopefully. We have power. We have water, we have sewage. So, yeah, maybe that should be the thumbnail for today. Maybe we could try and align this a little bit better. Like so. So now you can all see that it is like an underground episode. So, yeah, with that, I just want to say Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, would you kindly click that like button? There should be a subscribe button in the comment section. All the good stuff you can find underneath the video, and all interactions go far helping us fight that pesky YouTube algorithm. So yeah, until next time, take care and keep smiling.